Okay, so let's talk about another Pokemon difference that I've noticed in some of the earlier designs. If you actually study the world map of Pokemon before we got the final release of Pokemon, it's not necessarily in the prototype, but like it was like one of the prototype ideas. There was actually a difference between the maps. If you actually look right where Cycle Road was when you go down to what was the road? Gonna go down to Koga's gym. What is it? Fuchsia City, the town. You'd actually notice how like you would go from Celadon, you would go left, you would go down, and you go right, and then you were there. But before it was kind of like you go left, you go down, you go right, but you're not in Fuchsia City. You would go down, and then you were in Fuchsia City. So somehow they must have just cut it out, but somehow it was the route it was a little bit different, and what that extra extension would have been is a little bit different. Also noting even where before you started surfing and all that, down by where Blaine's gym was, you know, from Palatown down to Cinnabar Island, and then from like the east side of where the Seafoam Islands hit, and then they split. There's also another difference there. Who knows really if that was before they decided to turn it into like a land reserve instead of like water. But it basically looked a little bit different than it is now. And I don't really know exactly what they would have put there, because we still would have to dig up the data for like what we understand it as. But it would have been interesting to see like how those Pokemon could have been, what they could have been found in that area necessarily. So it'd be cool.